Hey everyone, we're about to dive into something super important, like actually important, your financial well-being. Look, nobody wants to be stuck living paycheck to paycheck, right? We all want financial freedom, but the thing is, there are these sneaky money traps out there, just waiting to trip us up. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're in one until it's too late. So, in this video, we're exposing the top 10 money traps that could be holding you back from reaching your full financial potential. We're talking about the mistakes that could keep you poor in 2025 and beyond. Let's get right into it. Alright, let's talk about debt. But not all debt is created equal. Some debt can be manageable, even beneficial, like a mortgage or a student loan with a low interest rate. But today, we're focusing on the kind of debt that can wreak havoc on your financial well-being. I'm talking about the kind of debt that keeps you up at night. High-interest debt. This is the debt that can make you feel like you're drowning, with no way out. This is the stuff that can absolutely crush your finances if you're not careful. High-interest debt can quickly spiral out of control, leaving you with a mountain of bills and a sinking feeling in your stomach. We're talking credit cards, payday loans, those buy now, pay later schemes. They all sound convenient at first, but the interest rates are insane. These financial traps can lure you in with the promise of instant gratification, but the long-term costs are staggering. Think about it. You're paying a premium just to borrow money you probably didn't even need in the first place. Every time you swipe that card or take out that loan, you're committing to paying back much more than you borrowed. That's money you could be investing, saving for a down payment, or even just having for peace of mind. Imagine the financial freedom you could achieve if you weren't weighed down by high-interest debt. This kind of debt snowballs so fast. What starts as a small balance can quickly grow into an overwhelming burden. You miss a payment, the interest compounds, and suddenly you're in way over your head. It's a vicious cycle. Breaking free from this cycle requires a strategic approach, discipline, and sometimes professional help. But remember, it's possible to regain control and secure a brighter financial future. Have you ever noticed how you start spending more money as you earn more? It's a common phenomenon that many people experience. You get a raise and suddenly, the things you once considered luxuries start to feel like necessities. It's almost as if your spending habits automatically adjust to match your new income level. That's called lifestyle inflation, and it's a silent wealth killer. It sneaks up on you, making it seem like you're improving your quality of life, but in reality, you're just treading water financially. The more you earn, the more you spend, and the cycle continues. You get a raise, you upgrade your car, your apartment, your wardrobe. Everything seems to get an upgrade. But with each upgrade, your expenses increase, often at a rate that matches or even exceeds your income growth. Suddenly, you're back to square one, living paycheck to paycheck, but with fancier stuff. The stress of managing higher expenses can overshadow the joy of having nicer things. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but there's a difference between treating yourself and constantly inflating your lifestyle beyond your means. Occasional treats and rewards are great, but they shouldn't become the norm. The key here is to be intentional with your spending. Create a budget that allows for both savings and discretionary spending. Prioritize your financial goals and stick to them. This way, you can enjoy your increased income without falling into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Before you upgrade your lifestyle, ask yourself, is this expense truly adding value to my life, or am I just trying to keep up with the Joneses? By being mindful of your spending and making conscious choices, you can avoid the pitfalls of lifestyle inflation and build a more secure financial future. Life throws curveballs, it's inevitable. Your car breaks down, you lose your job, you have an unexpected medical bill. These things happen and they can completely derail your finances if you're not prepared. That's where an emergency fund comes in. This isn't your fun money savings account. This is your financial safety net, there to catch you when life tries to knock you down. Ideally, you want to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up in a readily accessible account. I know it seems like a lot, but trust me, having that peace of mind is priceless. Start small, automate your savings, and watch that emergency fund grow. Look, I get it. Everyone wants to get rich quickly. The allure of making a fortune overnight is incredibly tempting. You see these stories of people making a killing in the stock market, crypto, NFTs, whatever the hot new thing is, and you think, that could be me. The media loves to highlight these success stories, making it seem like anyone can achieve the same with just a bit of luck and timing. But here's the truth. Speculative investing is more like gambling than actual investing. Just like in a casino, the odds are often stacked against you. The house always has an edge, and in the world of speculative investments, that edge is the market's inherent volatility and unpredictability. You're essentially betting on an asset's price going up, often with little to no understanding of the underlying fundamentals. Many people jump into these investments without doing their homework, relying on hype and hearsay rather than solid research. And sure, you might get lucky in the short term, but in the long run, it's a recipe for disaster. The emotional roller coaster of quick wins and devastating losses can take a toll on your mental health and financial stability. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about steady, consistent growth over time, not quick, unsustainable gains. Patience and discipline are key. Focus on building a diversified portfolio of solid investments that align with your risk tolerance and long-term goals. Diversification helps spread risk and can provide more stable returns over time. Consult with a financial advisor to create a strategy that works for you. If you're not budgeting, you're essentially driving with your eyes closed. You have no idea where your money is going, how much you're spending, or what you can actually afford. It's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. It's just not going to end well. Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. There are tons of apps and tools out there that can help you track your income and expenses. The key is to be honest with yourself about your spending habits and to identify areas where you can cut back. Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to your finances, a budget is your roadmap to success. We live in the age of subscriptions, streaming services, meal kits, software subscriptions, you name it. They seem harmless enough on their own, right? A few bucks here and there. But those small expenses can really add up over time, silently draining your bank account without you even realizing it. Take some time to review all of your subscriptions. Are you actually using them all? Are there cheaper alternatives? Could you be sharing some with family or friends? You might be surprised how much money you can save just by being more mindful of your subscriptions. I know retirement seems like a lifetime away, right? But the sooner you start investing, the better off you'll be. This is all about the power of compound interest. Essentially, earning interest on your interest. It's like a snowball effect. The more time you give your investments to grow, the bigger that snowball gets. Don't wait until you're in your 40s or 50s to start thinking about retirement. Even if you can only afford to invest a small amount each month, start now. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 8. Eating out your savings, the hidden cost of restaurant meals. Listen, I love a good meal out as much as the next person, but eating at restaurants too often can be a major drain on your finances. Those $15 lunches and $30 dinners might not seem like a big deal in the moment, but they add up incredibly quickly. Try cooking at home more often. Not only is it significantly cheaper, but it's also a great way to learn new skills and improve your health. And hey, if you really want to treat yourself, make it a special occasion. That way you'll appreciate it even more. Chapter 9. Don't get ripped off. Shop around for insurance. Insurance. It's one of those things we all need but hope we never have to use. But here's the thing. Insurance premiums can vary widely from company to company. If you're not shopping around and comparing rates regularly, you could be overpaying by hundreds, even thousands of dollars each year. Take some time to get quotes from different insurance providers. You can often find the same level of coverage for a fraction of the price. Remember, loyalty doesn't pay when it comes to insurance, it pays to be a savvy consumer. Chapter 10. Resist the urge, the dangers of impulse buying. We've all been there. You're scrolling online, you see something you just to have, and before you know it, you've clicked buy now without even thinking twice. Impulse buying is a slippery slope. It's often driven by emotions rather than logic, and it can lead to a cycle of overspending and buyer's remorse. Next time you're tempted to make an impulse purchase, take a step back. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I afford it? Will I regret this purchase later? If the answer to any of those questions is no, walk away. Outro. Break free from the money traps. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has opened your eyes to some of the most common money traps that could be holding you back from achieving your financial goals. Remember, financial freedom is within your reach. By being aware of these traps and taking steps to avoid them, you can take control of your finances and build a brighter future for yourself. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on how to manage your money better. See you in the next one.